In the early hours of a crisp autumn morning, the world was draped in a blanket of thick fog, the kind that muted sounds and softened edges. Clara wandered along the wooded path by the river, her footsteps muffled by the damp earth beneath her boots. She could barely see a few feet in front of her as the mist curled and hovered, transforming familiar landmarks into ghostly outlines. With each step, memories surfaced like the gnarled branches poking through the shroud of mist. This was the place where she and her brother Eli would spend summer days, launching toy boats and splashing each other with muddy water. Eli had always been the brave one, willing to venture further into the unknown, and always encouraging her not to fear the darkness beneath the water's surface. As she reached the river bank, the water lay still, its surface reflecting the muted hues of the sky above. Clara leaned against a tree, feeling the rough bark against her hand, and gazed out into the fog. A sudden ripple broke to the surface, and her heart quickened. She squinted, catching a glimpse of a bird, perhaps a heron, gliding gracefully above the water, vanishing just as quickly as it had happened. Clara felt a wave of nostalgia wash over her. She remembered the times her brother would join her there, arms outstretched, pretending to be a bird soaring above the river. "You just have to believe in the magic," he would say, laughter dancing in his voice. But that magic had faded, lost to time and the harsh realities of life. Today, the river felt different, as if it held secrets waiting to be uncovered. The mist whispered to her its cool breath, urging her to let go of the past, to embrace the present. Clara knelt beside the water, her fingertips grazing the cool surface. With a small sigh, she closed her eyes and whispered her brother's name, letting the words drift away like the fog itself. In that moment, she felt a connection to him stronger than she had in years. It was as if he was right there beside her, urging her to take a leap into the unknown, to trust in the swell of life that ebbed and flowed around her. The fog might cloud her vision, but it also held the promise of new beginnings. With renewed resolve, Clara stood and took a deep breath, pulling in the crisp air and releasing the weight of her memories. She stepped back onto the path, allowing the mist to envelop her as she walked forward, ready to discover what lay beyond the haze. The river flowed on, and so would she.